Alright, folks, sorry for nothing special with music or anything. I just was like, let's get into it. Anyway, you'll see the overlay for our D&D is a bit different. Nothing graphic design related, but you'll see when we get to it. Hopefully, you could tell. Anyway, typing in pre-session shenanigans as usual, and we will hop in right about now.
Class of people within the country of Thay. The Red Wizards is not exclusively necromancers, but yes, they do love necromancy a lot.
I wonder why.
So much so that pretty much all of the labor in Thay is done by the undead. Which some might argue is utopian. All the living are left to do whatever they want. Which in Thay just happens to be, writhe and squalor and poverty. Because that's how the Red Wizards want it.
Oh, I love writhing.
Yay, poverty.
That's how you keep the masses in check. All right. Too
It's
real?
a way.
Too real? Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
We already feel like the undead. Let's not bring it to reality.
Yeah. All right.
Woo!
Yeah, we have everybody here. Everybody is ripped, rare, and ready to go.
Yay!
Yeah, I think this time.
Rip and rarin'.
Don't get me
Apologies
wrong.
to anybody who can hear my AC in the background. It is hot.
Understandable.
Here.
Outside got hands.
Seriously.
Hey, everyone's
I-
here.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that as we have discussed my caucasity in great length in the past, I am so white that I got a sunburn in October. What do you think the middle of July will do to me?
Yep.
Probably what happened to me in Florida last week.
Yeah.
Or a couple weeks ago. Heat exhaustion and a head cold. So
Yep.
throughout my entire vacation. So that was fun.
Oh,
My people come from a part of the world that if you saw the sun, that was generally seen as a sign from God.
To go inside.
As it turns out.
Good.
All right. Let's jump over there then, if everybody's ready.
Let's do this.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
On the newly updated overlay. Since you all did level up, but we'll get to that. In the meantime, welcome everybody to another episode of Tyranny of Dragons, The Cold Blood War, Rise of Tiamat. In the background there, you can hear Adrian von Ziegler playing. Adrian's a wonderful composer and musician, allows people to use their music free of charge, as long as they are credited. So appreciate you very much. You can check him out on Spotify, on YouTube, on Bandcamp. You can also support him on Patreon. So thank you very much, Adrian. Introducing our players, playing Eldrath Myuuldrid, the Shifter Warlock Bard, we have Ethan.
Hi everyone, I'm not late this time. I'm here. Hello.
And also, very gratefully, has not been washed away by the terrible floods that are happening down there.
Indeed. Very
Yay.
thankful.
Yeah.
It's been pretty rough from what I've seen.
Right.
Godspeed to all those people. But playing Cambro, the Bearfolk Paladin Warlock, we have Tazel Sixpaws.
He sneaks into the room, whoa, whoa, and kills with a stabbing touch. Now Sunflare is gone because Sadron slays so much.
That's a deep cut. I don't think I know that one.
Sad Songs Say So Much by Elton John.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I need to go back through my catalog then. All right. Playing Arai Ghoul, the Tigerfolk Wizard, we have Saku Darkfang.
Let's play emotional gambling. Yay!
Yay!
Dang it.
In emotional gambling, everybody loses.
Woo!
playing Bastion, the Wolverine Folk Barbarian Fighter. We have Dirk the Panda.
Who needs magic to open a cell? You got these guns.
It's true.
Playing Prince Zichi, the Dragonborn Sorcerer Bard. We have Yao.
I think I just woke up from my nap. Was I possessed?
Yeah,
You sound
maybe a little.
different.
That's fine. It's fine. It's cool.
It's all good.
And playing Poi, the Otter Latine Rogue Warlock, we have Cetus.
You sure do.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
And last time, when we left the Platinum Dawn, comprised of Eldrath, the Shifter Warlock Bard, Cambro, the Bearfolk Paladin, Prince Zichi, the Dragonborn Bard, Arai, the Tigerfolk Wizard, Bastion, the Wolverine Folk Barbarian, and Poi, the Otter Latine Rogue, our heroes were inside Eska Okoa Koa on the hunt for Voraldin's Sunflare in an attempt to free the island and its inhabitants from the cruel colonization of the fascist elves. Fighting through soldiers and mages within the fort, our heroes searched until they found a secret path down to the dungeons, where they found Sunflare, mid-argument with a blue Abishai, a servant of Tiamat sent directly from the Nine Hells. Poi interrupted the two and poured out his frustrations and angers, as Sunflare did the same, the mask of the composed and graceful perfect elf discarded to show his naked bigotry and hatred for the inhabitants and Poi specifically. A fight ensued, and though the cramped space proved difficult for some, the Platinum Dawn defeated Sunflare and the Blue Abishai, but not before the Abishai left a cryptic message and a familiar phrase that stuck with Eldrath until he realized that the Abishai was Langdadrosa Cyanrath, the deceased champion of Tiamat. Our heroes wasted no time in announcing the defeat of their leader, and the demoralized Eldrath Veluthra stood down and surrendered to the native militia. We now return as the Platinum Dawn winds down from their assault, oversees the exodus of elven colonizers, and celebrates their victory over fascism and tyranny. All right. So yes, after defeating Sunflare and also releasing some prisoners that were held in the a section of the dungeons, including one Rednaval Ghoul, the mentor and teacher of one Arai Ghoul within your party. But as the elves and the Eldrath Veluthra are laying down their arms, surrendering, many of them seem to be not into the idea of continuing this fight. Many of them don't look like they really enjoyed their time here. And from what you've seen in your studies and your research and in your investigations, that Sunflare's enthusiastic plans were leaving the Eldrath Veluthra at this location a little bit short-handed, and supplies and resources were scarce compared to what they had previously been. And what had once become a very nice island appointment and vacation was now just another crappy assignment out in the middle of the ocean. So many of them are happy to just head on back home, as several of the militia and some of the prisoners that you have released assist to help arrange for all of the elves to be loaded onto ships and set out to sea. As you guys were searching through the entirety of Eska Koa Koa to look for all of the wonderful doodads and treasure and anything that could have been left behind. And I do have some positive information for you. Because there was, in fact, a treasury inside Eska Koa Koa.
Ooh.
And inside, you found 250 platinum pieces,
Nice.
All right.
1,700 gold pieces,
Okay.
6,500 silver pieces,
Mm.
and 13,000 copper pieces.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
That's a lot.
So let's pen that down.
I wrote it all down.
Okay.
Same.
It seems that these were the funds that were picked up for trade through whether legal or appropriate or ethical. Another question, but these are the funds that came from the trades that they had made.
All right. Always gonna suggest that this money go towards, I guess, commissioning people who might be able to help repair the island. Often, I'm not sure if they use this. I don't think they use this currency on the island, especially now. But probably over at the mainland, they could fund some excursions, fund some commissions, something of the like.
Possibly. The nearest mainland is about 300 miles away, across oceans. So, actually, I believe the location you guys are at, I believe the next closest, I think it's Chuth, actually. Or it's Cholt. Yeah, it's Cholt. So you guys are right next to the dungeons, or the jungles of Cholt, basically, only a few hundred miles away.
Well,
I don't think we want to go to Chult.
Do you want to go see some
Let's
dinosaurs?
do it.
Yes!
Yeah.
I've
We've
really
already
did see.
seen
We don't need more
dinosaurs. We know
dinosaurs.
what they look like. We don't have to go there.
We don't need a Jurassic Park moment. No.
What if I become one of them?
dinosaurs have
T-Rexes.
dinosaurs have very robust infrastructure and walkable villages. I think they'll be great.
Largely not, no. But there are also civilizations within Cholt as well. It's not it's just a jungle untamed by the civilization of others. It's a fully functional country. So
In that case,
they
boys-
could.
Always could suggest something along those lines.
This is foreign currency. It would be best, yes, if we could use it to furnish the islands once more. But they will not be able to use it themselves.
That's why I was suggesting we run it over at the mainland. We get a few carpenters, a few ships out over there.
Maybe that's something we
Ships
could
is more-
talk with. We could talk with Lady Haventree about it.
Yeah,
Maybe she-
that's a good one.
She might have an in with some people to be able to help.
We should
rebuild.
also speak with the island leadership first. What would
Yes,
they
probably
want?
True. Well,
Maybe
I'll
perhaps they are tired of outsiders.
that is fair. Well, I'll
Let's see what they want to do first.
Man, it sounds like a good idea.
There is much to talk about.
Yes. As the hours go by, as the soldiers and sailors of the Eldrath Velutha are sent out on their own boats, packed with just enough provisions to get them to to the mainland, and
Enjoy Jolt.
that's the best that they're going to get. Also, their weapons have been taken, and they are being released with no ammunition for their cannons. So they are being left with very little to defend themselves on the sea, but as many of the natives would say, it's better than what they deserve.
Maybe a dragon turtle will sink them.
then the Islanders then have started to basically claim the entirety of Eska-Koa-Koa. There are buildings that were designated as barracks and officers' quarters that are being raided through. Lots of really nice silk beddings being taken by several of the Islanders. A comfort that they have never experienced before, and well, here they are for the taking. Lots of food as well. Despite the fact that the elves were complaining about the lack of resources, they were not hurting for quality food. In fact, their larders, not only did they have a lot of the local fare, lots of rice as well as fruits, vegetables that are grown locally, coconuts as well, but there was also large amounts of like salted hams, as well as plenty of Evermead and wine. There is plenty of food to feed everybody on the island. And there's also plenty of food to have a massive feast, which several of them are definitely in the mood.
Perhaps we should join in these celebrations, if possible, and speak to others.
That wouldn't hurt. Besides, I think we earned ourselves a bit of a reprieve, wouldn't you say?
I would agree.
Yes.
As you all set off to mingle and enjoy the offerings of the locals, as a full-blown party just breaks out in the middle of the courtyard of Eska-Koa-Koa as people begin bringing out musical instruments. Lots of woodwinds and several drums. Lots of people are singing in native languages of both the Tritons as well as the Latines and the Turtles. The Turtles especially love to go through a very rhythmic, synchronized dance with a lot of stomping motions and moving fairly slowly, but also with a lot of strength and rigidity in their bodies to show the strength that they have as they go through these sequences, crying out in Aquan as they do chants in unison. Soon there's lots of smoked ham as people are just digging in. People don't even bother with like utensils or anything like that. Some of the people will take knives and carve off a slice, but a lot of people just reach right in and grab it with a hand and rip it right off because it is that tender. As some of you can even taste as you go into try a little bit, and boy, it is tender. It is got the little bit of saltiness to it, but it's smoky as well. There's also like this little bit of spice to it, like they've thrown a little bit of like pepper or some kind of really hot spice that gets right into your nose, and it just melds perfectly with the ham. It's absolutely delicious.
Canberra
Can the
will
prince-
respectfully forego the carnivorous aspect and enjoy any vegetarian options they have, especially like the coconuts. I don't think he's ever had any coconuts before and is very intrigued.
As you're handed a whole coconut that has been taken out of the outer husk, and it's just the brown, round, it looks like a nut. As you pick it up and even slosh it around, you can hear something sloshing inside. As the Latines nearby try to show you how to crack one open against a rock, using lifting it up and bringing it down on a sharp portion of the rock right on the cleft edge of the coconut.
Canberra will try to emulate that and
All right,
bust
give me an
open this
athletics.
nut.
Give me an
Oh,
athletics
strength
check. Let's see how you do
Oh,
it.
athletics check? Okay.
Keeping a firm grip on it. It's a lot of coordination.
Okay, Hey.
I want that damn coconut.
As you bring your fist down and slam this coconut against the rock, it just splits right in half, and you're really surprised because you thought it was going to be a little bit harder than that, but this coconut was not prepared for the strength of a bear. As you hold up the two halves, and inside is this really soft white meat, and there's also a little bit of water inside.
He'll do the sniff test, and then he'll just like looking at like the latines and everything is like, is this okay to drink? Okay, let's try it.
As they break open their coconuts, they go and immediately, without wasting a drop, go straight for that water, and they just slurp it down.
He does the same. He just slurps it down, and he's like, "This is delicious."
It's just perfectly mild, little bit of sweetness to it. It's definitely fresh and clean. It's delicious.
And he starts like eating some of the white because he sees them do that too. Some of the coconut flesh, and he is very happy right now. This has been a complete surprise to him, and he is enjoying the heck out of it. And he'll go around like opening other coconuts for people who are having problems with it, because everybody deserves to have one of these. This is really good.
I feel like Bastion gets one. He just kind of rips it, just like
Oh,
twists
yeah.
it in half.
Oh no, he's got like full beast mode during this party. Yeah, like I imagine him right now just tearing into that ham too, just like the other.
So many too. Like they definitely knew that that this food was here and it was being withheld from them explicitly. So this is a lot more of a. This is a big FU to the Eldrath Veluthra in and of itself.
Out of character, I would teach them about sprouted coconut. Quite different from the usual young coconut and mature coconut. Sprouted coconut, it's very different.
Not a big fan of coconut myself.
Out of character.
Aw.
Coconut. Sorry.
Same here, out of character.
I had
Probably in character though too.
the fan
in
coconut
character, too.
before, but then I had it in French Polynesia, and it was like I tied with passion fruit and sour sop, in my opinion.
That's so good.
But as for I'm gonna take over. As for Poi is regaling tales of the party's exploits to the children over a roaring fire.
Oh no.
And giving each of the children their own little rapier so that they can play along.
Small knife.
I don't have enough of that. I do have some knives though.
I was gonna ask as well, like, can the prince join in sort of like the celebration as part of a spirit session until he, like, acquires some of the local spirits, and temporarily learns tongues so that he can like speak to everybody?
Absolutely, you can do that. I'm okay with that.
Eldrath would go to the turtles and ask to join in or learn their dance and begin dancing with them.
Vega, the older turtle female that you had met as part of the resistance, walks over and she happily explains that the dance is a warrior's dance, and she points out that several of the turtles are actually her children. As she points to about 7 of the, say, 20 turtles that are present are her kids. And they are wonderful dancers, and they know exactly each step. We made sure to teach all of them. They would be happy to teach you. All right, everyone, back in this position. Let's go. As Vega seems so happy that everything has gone so well, and as you step in with the turtles and try to mimic their positioning and how they step, go ahead and give me a performance check.
Damn.
All right.
Damn.
The steps are at first a little bit different to what you expect, because it is a lot of like hard stomping, and there's a certain rigidity that you have to show your strength as well, and how sturdy you are. And you don't really have the muscle for that, but you're able to mimic it fairly well. A couple of steps here and there you miss, but the turtles are very friendly and happy to run through it a couple of times. One of them says that they haven't been allowed to do this for several years, and it's good to be able to do it again.
You have a very strong and stoic culture. It is impressive.
Well, we don't live very long, us turtles. We have to make sure to enjoy the moment and not let anyone push us away from what we want. Be it family, food, good times, our freedom. As he, Turtle puts a big, massive clawed hand on your shoulder and gives you a shake. So, without your help, little one, we knew that we would be stuck doing, Lord knows, more mining than we could possibly ever want to do in our lives. But now we can go back to swimming in the waters, fishing, doing whatever we want. Thank you.
I am honored to be the part of the help you needed to regain that freedom. Enjoy it.
And we shall. All right, from the top, once again.
As for Arai, while he's watching everyone having fun, drinking coconuts, eating food, after he has his own slight fill, he does start to slink a little backwards, as in he's stepping away from the party. He does keep like a masked smile for anyone that he passes by, but he's mainly trying to walk to the side to get away from everyone, as a lot of thoughts and feelings start to cloud his head a little bit.
Rednaval has not been far away, as she has. She returns with a glass of wine for herself and a small cup that is filled with some kind of. It looks clear, but like just a little bit cloudy. You must try this.
I will if you try water next time, and he'll take the cloudy cup.
This is. I don't know how this works, but this is apparently milk from a coconut. It does not look like milk. It does not taste like milk either.
He'll give it a sniff before a quick little lap of his tongue to the liquid.
It's more like water, but it definitely has more to it. Like, there's definitely a little sweetness to it. There's a flavor that's going through it as well. And it is a little bit, maybe a little bit thicker, but not really enough that you would say it's milk. It's definitely still watery.
It's more like a sweet water, and he'll start drinking it a bit more.
As she looks at you as she sips her wine. She's like, I know that face.
He tries to look away.
What is wrong? This is a time of celebration. You have done a great thing for these people. Look at how happy they are.
I get that, but it still kind of shakes me a little bit. I'm doing all I can to show how this magic can help others, but honestly, the more I use it, the more I feel like I'm putting slight more harm onto myself than really helping.
But you are still helping.
That's why
See,
I'm hoping.
Oh, go ahead.
That's why I'm hoping going back to her once more will, I don't know, finally shut a door or something. Help me think a bit more clearly.
I have always told you to focus on one thing at a time. Your mind is so curious and so strong. You think of many things. You've grown so much. Look at you. Look at these robes and look at this. Oh, this book. They took my book, and I need to find it somewhere inside the. But look at this book. It's so nice. It's so well bound. Look at this. You have been busy.
Gotta protect my magic. I mean, can't stay with one book all the time. Don't know what's gonna happen.
As she looks at you and smiles. Little I, all grown up.
Also, the thought about meeting the Red Wizard isn't gonna be easy either.
What? Wait, what?
He lowers his ears a little bit like he said something very, very wrong. I've been told that I'm expected with the Fae, I guess.
No. No, Warai. No. You cannot.
They say all they want is to talk, but even I can feel uneasy just by that alone. Trust me, I'm aware what high dangers could happen.
As she reaches her hand out and puts a hand on your shoulder and steps in closer, her eyes wide as she lowers her voice into a hushed whisper. Please, Sarai, promise me you will not go. If you go with the Red Wizards, please do not.
Supposedly they just want to talk. I'll have my friends with me. We'll be in a safe space. But trust me when I say this, I do not plan to go with them. I'd much rather sacrifice my life before they even attempt to take me.
Why would you even to sacrifice your life? As this outburst causes several people to turn their heads and look. As Redneval drops her wine glass as she puts both their hands on the lapels of your robe.
I'm not so
Sarai,
loud.
you cannot go to the Red Wizards even to talk to them. They are evil.
You don't think I don't know that?
Please, Sarai. I cannot lose another. I cannot lose another son. Not to them.
Hearing that really felt deeper than any blade as he slowly puts his hands around her to hug. You won't. I'll be the one that won't let go this time.
When did you outgrow me? She places her hand on your cheek. How did you get so big?
I didn't do it alone. They helped me along the way. As he eyes and tilts his head towards the rest of the Platinum Dawn.
Eldrath. No, go ahead.
I can't let them take another one. Arai. If you are in trouble, you will contact me immediately, and I will come to you. I will get you. I will rescue you. Whatever you need, I am there. But please, please, do not listen to their lies.
As you said, I got stronger. It shouldn't be I afraid of them. It should be them afraid of us.
as she just stands there quietly and then rests her head on your shoulder as she goes in for a hug, gently.
And he will hug her back.
That is a question I wanted to make. Would Cambro have, from the outburst, heard any of this?
Yeah, I feel like you guys would have heard Rendeval raise her voice, especially when
Yeah.
she yelled. And
Yeah.
while a lot of the natives are probably not fully aware of what's going on, I definitely would say you guys definitely see it.
Hmm.
But Rendeval did not pay attention to anybody while she was talking to Arai. She was focused completely on him.
I'd probably be mirroring Eldrath in that I'm aware that something happened, but I'm not going to involve. Just kind of like keeping an eye and an ear peeked toward them.
We're okay. Emotionally not okay, but we're okay.
I have had too much wine.
There's wine?
Where?
To find the wine.
Bastion just, yeah. Bastion was not paying attention to this entire conversation until he heard wine.
With that, he groans a little bit and just lets out, I think we need more wine for everyone, especially for her.
Is there cranberry juice?
Woo! What?
Eldrath challenges her to a wine drinking contest.
Oh God.
Don't count me out.
He's gonna step far back for this one. She is dangerous.
If I was in a better mood, I would say yes, but no, not today.
Rain check.
Oh.
Rain check indeed.
You see kids lazy like that, those are dangerous. You don't want to associate with them, especially not after a few bottles. If they start raising their voice, just put your heads down and go, yes, ma'am, and wait for them to leave. Then you can continue doing what you're doing. Got it?
I does that all the time to my dad.
Welcome to
Whoa.
Boys Finishing School.
Now where was I? Oh, right. There was the time I had to cut Bastion out of the guts of a giant crick. And you want to hear about that one? It's kind of surprising how they're all alive with that. But you know, I'm here to save them, and that's what you should be if you're a big brother. Got any little siblings? That's what you want to be like.
I wish I could find my spell book, because then I could prepare silence.
Trust me, you get used to it and you start drowning it out every now and then.
What's that?
Nothing, boy. You are doing so well. You're amazing over there.
Always going to go on low down, talk to one of the children.
Hey, do you mind sitting next to them? Make sure you get all the good deeds. There's some coin in for you, just by the way. I'll teach you how to wield a knife.
To a village that doesn't deal with coin.
One of the older female Lateens chases you off, speaking very quickly at you in Aquan as she pushes you away from the children.
Need tongues to... No, that wasn't good. Alright, where was I? Oh, there's no one to bother.
Since the drinking challenge couldn't happen with her, with Rendeval, I'll challenge Bastion.
Ooh. How do you approach?
I approach carrying a barrel of wine. And I look you dead in the eye and I say, Bastion,
Oh
I
man,
think I can drink more of this than you.
the big brute just turns to you and just stare it just dead in the eyes. It's on. Just.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
So how we
Mugs
doing
in
this?
hand. I don't know
Okay.
what cups we have. But mugs in hand.
Just snatches it from you. Just. He's ready.
With very deft fleck of your claw, you're able to pop the bung and prepare to pour out some of the wine. Several others approach with cups as well, as they all begin to fill their cups, as the drinking contest just basically becomes a giant let's drain this keg event. But the jovial singing and camaraderie that is always accompanied with a good flow of alcohol ensues, as Latine, Tortle, and Tritons and humans and half-elves alike all stand around and sing the praises of the Platinum Dawn.
While all this is going on, where's Arai in this?
Off to the
I would
side
say
with Brindle.
Yeah, I would say at this point the two of you have probably broken off to have some time away from a crowd.
So Arai is with Renival?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
You're free to follow if you want.
No, that's okay. Kemba will just he will not join in on the drinking. He's just going to drink in all of the jovialness and just give a little like silent prayer to Bahamut in thanks for the grace. And just crack open another coconut and like drink with them that way.
Cam shows back up at Waterdeep, and the Harpers are like, "Do you have anything to declare?" No. A whole bunch of coconuts fall out of their bag.
I like coconuts. That's what I have to declare.
they have customs?
Not for teleportation circles, thankfully.
Yeah, my gosh. That would make an awkward teleportation circle job.
Waterdeep is not a difficult town to get into. It's just a difficult town to live in, because everything's pretty expensive. But yeah, as the evening stretches into night, as several bonfires are lit. Many of these bonfires are fueled by the furniture, as well as desks and chairs from within the Eska Koa Koa offices, as well as several. Some people start grabbing books from the library that Sunflare had. Most of the stuff is in Elvish anyway, so many of them are just throwing it into the fires to start that up too. As people, just kind of split off and break off into quiet groups as the evening dies down. Several people dancing still, playing music. It's still very lively and noisy, but there are several more groups that have broken off into more quiet and solemn celebrations as toasts are made for those who were not able to make it, and people commiserate with each other and celebrate the newfound freedom and pray for those who were not able to see it come to fruition.
Boy, meanwhile, he's kind of a lone one without anyone else really, and he's just sort of looking into it, pensively. And his mantle, actually, he's taken it off, and he's folded it in front of him.
Do I require any rolls for anything that I was intending to do during this entire time?
You have tongues and going around to collect stories. I would say investigation check to go around and collect all of the oral stories that some of the islanders have to provide to you. I'll say you can use your proficiency bonuses for your musical instrument as well. Do you have expertise in your musical instrument?
I don't have expertise, but I do have proficiency.
Okay, so you can add your proficiency bonus, I'd say.
That's just like a +5.
Yeah, so 18. All right. So the tradition that they are reciting is it's a little loose. There's a little bit of open to interpretation from storyteller to storyteller, but you are able to collect quite a few tales from the locals. A lot of the Tritons speak about their ancestry with the Fae, with elves, in fact. Triton are an offshoot species from elves, essentially. The aquatic version, if you could call it that. So they do have Fae ancestry and do share some of the traits that other elves do, in fact, including innate magical abilities. The turtles, like you have seen, are very stoic and sturdy type people, but they are also very warm and very open, as well as boisterous in some situations. You do note from their the massive amounts of drinks that are being consumed. One of the most important things in Tortle culture is the belief that the entirety of Tortle, the world that you are on, is on the back of a giant tortoise that is swimming through the astral sea.
I think I've heard about this before.
They are adamant that that is the truth. And the whole world being supported by a tortoise fills them with a certain sense of pride. The Latines, their culture is more based in worship of gods, but not in the sense of like the gods that you've seen in Faerun. But rather these are more elemental types of gods, spiritual nature type of gods, that the embodiment of the things that are around them. How the island was formed because a god reached into the ocean and pulled the land up from the ground with their fishing line. And stories of how the mountain grew so that it could meet with the sky, so that they could reunite as lovers once again. This very fascinating romantic type of storytelling that is absolutely wonderful, and it just fills you with an appreciation for their native culture.
Okay, so yes, he is collecting all of this and more, including about stories about any memories of the land before the elves came, and etc. And then also any sort of statescraft that he can start establishing.
Yeah, you get the feeling that a lot of the people are going to be a little hesitant to accept outsiders for a while. There's a lot of paranoia and mistrust right now, but they accept that you guys are, the good ones.
He's just planting the seed, and also was asking for one more ritual celebration in the morning, especially if the elders would like to be involved.
Of course.
It's mostly what he's been doing all night.
Yeah, no, believe me, the importance of statescraft in this situation is extremely present, because based on what the Eldrath Veluthra did, there is no reason why any of these people should trust outsiders ever again. So laying that foundation is a very, very important part of making sure that they don't become an isolated nation if they don't want that. But of course, respect their wishes. But yes, let's just see. Bastion and Eldrath, give me 3 Constitution rolls back to back.
Okay.
Regular Constitution, back to back.
Yep.
Uh-oh. It's almost like a dead heat here.
Yeah, it's pretty close actually. Bastion just takes it with the higher average. As Eldrath, you guys get to the last of the barrel. As it's not like the full size of like an actual beer keg. Obviously, it's a little bit smaller than that, but still, it's a lot of alcohol. And with a lot of the people around you already tapping out, it's just you and Bastion. And as you pour out the last glass and hold it up to see it just perfectly filling your glass, you realize you're hammered. And Bastion is still holding it up. He's still good.
Swaying, Eldrath says, well played.
Bastion's Bastion's slamming it down like the sand, the empty mug. Good stuff. Oof. Oof. You really drive a hard competition.
You win this round. I'm going to go lie down.
Oof, you do that.
He just lays next to the fire.
Just, whew. But my favorite joke was when the guy fell out of the bar and landed on his back, just staring straight up at the sky. And somebody came up. It was like, "Hey man, do you need help?" He's like, "No, I'm fine standing." All right. Poi. As you kind of split off from the celebration a little bit, start just walking around and feeling the solidarity and the isolation that you kind of feel being a stranger in your own homeland in a way. And sitting at the dock, several of the ships have already gone. One that is left is Jerathalmit's reappropriated ship. And there is a lot of celebration as a lot of the non-native people have kind of piled onto his boat and turned it into a bit of a party boat. But at the dock itself, sitting on the edge with his feet hanging over, you note is Haka, and he is holding a mug of some kind as he takes slow, steady sips of it.
He's going to approach. He's not gonna like make himself. He's not gonna like sneak towards him. He's just gonna approach, like maybe make his paw steps a bit notable.
Kind of tap on the planks of the dock to announce your presence. As he turns his head and sees you, and the expression he gives you is hesitantly neutral. He does appear like he might be a little bit drunk, but he doesn't seem like he's going to yell at you or try to draw a knife on you right now.
Does he know that Poi doesn't have his mantle on and he's like holding it folded in his paws or like kind of slung in his arm.
That's how you're carrying it, yeah.
Yeah. He's just gonna. Poy's not gonna say anything, but he's going to like give a sort of tilt of the head, like follow me.
As he looks at you curiously, go ahead and give me a persuasion check. As you approach him with fairly open body language, you're not trying to present yourself as if you're being deceptive or suspicious. You're trying to be very open with him, and curiously, he kind of quirks an eyebrow before standing up and walking towards you.
Well,
What's this about?
Poy.
What's this about, then?
Well, thought you might want to accompany me. Laying someone to rest.
As he
I
looks
thought-
at you, and you see for a moment like a flash of anger go across his face, but then as he's looking at you, you see the expression soften.
You might like to come along.
Suppose I will.
So Poy leads the way through some of the forest tour. It's a bit of a sort of, but Poy leads him up onto a sort of like a volcanic spire. Like during some volcanic formation, there's kind of like this spire jutting out of the island, and he basically leads him over to the top of it. So it's a bit high, but like not insane. It's not even like the highest peak, but at the top, it's like you get a good view of everything, and it's a nice, quiet area with a single tree. This should do nicely. Let's see here. You doing all right?
I'm just confused, I suppose, and curious.
What's there to be confused about?
A lot. So he takes a long, long sip from the mug that he carried with him. It's a lot of things that you represent to me.
Not much flattering, I reckon.
Had you asked me yesterday, I would have said no, but then you came and did exactly what you said you were going to do.
Yeah. Suppose I did. Well, that's just how I roll. Nah, right there. Boy says as he finds a particular bow of the tree, and he fastens his mantle to the branch. I'm not sure how long this will last, but suppose it's more for us than anything. Wow, it's cold without that.
It does get cold at night sometimes. Not a lot of things to hold on to the heat.
I held on to that for how long has it been? Keep saying 2-3 decades. I don't really know anymore.
Feels like a lifetime ago.
Just another life entirely. I didn't have anything that belonged to her, or so I suppose this will suffice. And he sort of slumps down at the base of the tree and looks upwards at the sky, looking just kind of relaxing.
So, what happens now? You're no longer a elite soldier for the Eldrath Veluthra. Certainly, you can't go on being just another pirate.
I've been working on that for the past few months, actually. So, I suppose I'll get out of your fur in a few days, give or take. Go back, got like a goddess of chaos or something to kill. It's a whole story. Some three-headed dragon causing some ruckus over the mainland. It's you know, your usual.
Dragons? I've heard of these. I think I've read a few of them in the books. Never seen one.
Yeah. I'm actually, well, I slew one. My friend Cambro managed to slay two. They're nasty fuckers, but, you know, with the right know-how and just, and a well-placed crossbow bolt to the head, they're not too scary.
Suppose she would have been happy to know that her name is still out there, causing problems for other people.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest, I think it's time she have her rest for good. I guess that name doesn't feel, I suppose it never was mine to begin with. But the one I was given, I'd rather not associate with it.
Do you know what your name was before they inducted you?
I have no memories of before times. Suppose Sunflare. Poi sort of grimaces. He explained how, though I have no recollection of it. If I had a name, it's lost to time.
Well, he tried to control you as Sadron. And then you tried to rebel as Poi.
Now that that's
Something
all over...
It's just funny to me. You are clearly a child of the sky. You move through the wind like a leaf on the breeze. People can't cut you because how do you cut the wind? You are truly a child of the sky.
Sky. Poi looks up at the stars. I don't know how to say this. Mind elucidating me, mate? What's the word for sky? For the late teens.
Well, there's many words for sky, but the one that I've always liked the most was Liwa, the open
Liwa.
sky.
Poi ponders on it. Liwa. He just sort of nods.
As He walks over to the base of the tree and sits next to you. I took out my anger on you. And while I'm still angry at you, and I don't know if I can forget everything that has happened. As he looks back to the mantle on the tree. But I'm pretty sure that she wouldn't want me to live in this anger anymore. I forgive you, Liwa. Child of the sky. As he passes the mug to you.
Yeah, I don't drink. Yeah, screw it. He says as he takes a sip and immediately starts hacking.
It's Evermead. It is strong stuff.
Oh my goodness, great. Is this what bastard? How does he? Oh.
Don't waste that. That's the best stuff from Evermead, apparently.
Ugh. Best stuff. Yeah, you can be the best pile of horse shit, but you're still horse shit. I think I'll pass on this one.
Or for me. As he takes it back and takes another drink. As he finishes it off and stands up and brushes grass and off of him and just looks to you and this has been a difficult time, but I'm glad that you came here, and I'm glad that you were able to kill that bastard.
Boy just smiles. Nothing to it.
I would ask a small favor of you. I angrily told you that you had to live with her memory. And I take that back. But I do ask if you could carry her memory. She always wanted to see what was beyond the ocean.
Did say as much to me as well. I'll be honest, no amount of name changing or slaying your captor, I don't think I can ever truly forget her or Sunflare. Small part of me is a little disappointed how even now I still have one paw in that dungeon. And I don't think I'll ever truly shed it. But suppose I can live with it.
That's all we can do. Live with it and live on for the ones who didn't make it.
There's another lady, actually.
Hmm?
I just might like to hear. She was another one of Sunflare's. Another one Sunflare got his claws into. No doubt one of the countless. I met her over on the mainland, actually. Suppose she had her. She's not in the greatest spot, but I suppose you might be happy to hear that. Well, we're still keeping on.
And suppose there are others out there who know our story, know our tales, and will keep it alive for as long as they will.
Well, if the people outside the shores want to tell the story, they're welcome to, but I, for one, I will make sure that everyone remembers what happened here. This will not be a point in our history that we will ignore because of the pain it caused us, but rather we'll use this. We will ensure that this never happens again. Okoakoa is free and shall remain free. And if they don't listen to us on that matter, I suppose we have access to a wonderful adventuring group that could come in and kick some tail for us.
Yeah, just hit me up when I'm free, not saving the old country from a goddess of chaos. So it gets a little busy, you know. But actually,
Hopefully.
that does lead me to another something else I wish to discuss. When we excavated the entirety of the fortress, we found a pretty sizable sum of currency that's of no use to this island, but would be of use to some people over on the mainland. People who might be able to help with some of the rebuilding. However, I am keenly aware there might be some misgivings in regards to outsiders, especially so fresh after you were just freed. But I know of someone who, even though she's never stepped foot here, has a vested interest in helping everyone she can. It's a lot to ask, and I assume it's not entirely within your control either, Haka. But if you'd be willing, suppose it's one more thing I can give to you.
I can't speak for all of us. My position in the resistance was mostly as inside information. Never been much of a diplomat. Certainly don't have the appetite for statescraft, but perhaps if we were to bring all of the tribes together to form some kind of council, maybe, or some way that we could... Is it wrong to say that I think we should use the infrastructure they left us behind?
It's what you can. It's not theirs anymore.
It's not. I dare say it never was. We were the ones who built it. There will be a lot to discuss. And perhaps, in time, people will be more trusting. In the meantime, it perhaps may be best to leave that treasure where it is. If we reach the point where we wish to establish trade, we already have the necessary equipment to start, and certainly we can move forward as we have been. Goodness, this is so much more logistics and paperwork than I really expect. I would like to step down from the resistance. In fact, actually, am I allowed to do that? I'm wondering.
I'm gonna stick my own lot with the Harpers, mate. You're not gonna get out easy.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, I'll tell my compatriots to keep the currency secured here, if ever the need should arise. And I'll be sure to put a name in for you all with this person. And if you should ever decide that it would behoove you to establish trade and the like, then set sail for Waterdeep when you have the chance and ask for a Lady Haventree. She'll be more than happy to. I suppose that does depend on whether or not we all get annihilated, but you know, we'll sort that out. Yeah, if the country's annihilated, you might have to go elsewhere. But
I'm certain
I'll be
we
sure.
will find some other avenue, perhaps, but
If nothing else, it makes for good paperweights.
as the two of you sit in the moment and observe the shrine that you have created in this moment for the lay team that you owe everything to at this point, to Poi. As you all gain the benefits of a long rest as the night continues on peacefully. All of you drinkers,
Yeah,
make
we
a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
okay.
It's pretty intense for you, Eldrath, but you pull it through. It's a little bit of water, a little bit of food. You're good to go. Bastion,
Yeah.
wake up like just another day.
Oh yeah, this is fine. Did I go wild again?
Rolling for the Staff of Healing.
All right. So,
Prince has woken up extra early.
I was about to
Prepare.
ask the ritual you wanted to commence, which is
So it's quite long. But he last night he did call for spiritual leaders and elders and those and some of the dancers as well to meet him if they had moved out elsewhere to meet him back at the ruins of Eskakoakoa to begin a sort of long thing, basically first thing in the morning. First order of business is to sort of do a spirit session in the style of the Islanders, to learn commune with nature, which then he will also cast. Let me actually post it in here. There you go. And utilizing this spell, he would learn more about the island, at least around this area, what it was, what used to be there, as much as he can about the terrain, basically, and any history, just to shore up any weaknesses in what he learned from the night before. He would then use, he would then kind of make into a bit of a show, as he would use a newly penned talisman and burn it to learn Move Earth, and begin to speak about the sort of the oral histories of all the people that he's learned. He basically erects like there's 4 tribes, right, or 3?
Well, there was the multiple tribes, but the Latines, Tritons, and the Turtles are the main races.
Okay. So from the main oral histories, he would basically erect 3 pillars in around the complex to represent all of them, while also telling the stories of each as he like moves the earth upwards into these. And then lastly, as he sort of calls for the ritual to reach like a crescendo, he would himself fly into the air, and there would be a whirl of talismans and flames. It's 10 minutes. They would have to continue their ritual for quite a bit of time. And at the end, he would almost command for the spirits to open the gate. And in the sky, at first, would appear a Longbow dragon gate that opens obscured with clouds, so it never reaches the land. And for an entire mile around the fortress, he would return the memory of what the land would look like. The fortress itself changes in appearance, almost retaken by nature. The walls coated with the stories, the mythologies of all the people. Pillars that were just erected, flags of their sort of cosmologies and people and ideas. Coat them. Everything changes to turn this place into a temple of unity. He tells them that this is the memory and the will of the islands, the spirits and the people as one. And the island would like for all of them to learn and grow, and when the memory fades, that they will turn all this into reality. And this lasts for 10 days.
As you offer something that many of these people have not witnessed, you show them what the island can be in their control, with their decisions, with their leadership. And after so many decades of having that power taken away from them, you have given them the power to write their own destiny moving forward. And this stands as a reminder of what they could achieve if they all worked together and did what they could do to make this place better for everyone.
There is an air of magic everywhere, and it could include as well one of the buildings turned into perhaps a museum of all their elder stories. That when they get close to something, that it might speak in the native tongue of what he heard from the elders telling their stories. And he would also use this opportunity. Oop, who left? Hello? I heard a boom from somebody. Oh, Cetus left.
We lost Cetus.
Cetus, no! This is important for him. Okay.
Get back here.
All right. So, and he would use this opportunity to also extend a hand to all of the leadership of the tribespeople to say that this is only possible from a dragon of the spirits, um, to pull them into this reality for this short amount of time. And if they would like some more, if they would like assistance, return to their land, to their way of life. Just to ask. There was much magic to be provided for the people. And all that he and his empire would want are a strong people who are friendly to them. Then he would allow everyone else to do their own thing, including maybe perhaps now that this has occurred, that there is a central place of wonder and magic, that this is the opportunity for Pori to perhaps make his announcement that he has a contact, perhaps. Anyway, that's a lot of like high-level spells, but there you go.
Zichi is tapped. Not really, but
Okay.
Not fully, but it's a lot.
I suppose I'm going at that now. Hello. Good day there. He says as he awkwardly stares at everyone. I suppose I shouldn't announce this now. But actually, my name is Liwa. Now, that's I suppose this isn't an appropriate time to. Anyway, friends. During our lovely excursion to Eskarkoakoa, we cleared out most of it, and we have a pretty sizable inventory of coin. Currency that is utterly useless to you here, but is standard fare over on the mainland. I'm acutely aware of your potential hesitancy in regards to seeking assistance, or even anyone off the island, and it's very much understandable. This is by no means a pressing matter, just by the way, but I have a friend, let's call her, over on the mainland. Her name is Lady Haventree. She's in charge of a very particular guild and has a lot of influence and connections, and I know for a fact her heart ached for when this archipelago was under the control of the elves. Now, I would like to leave this money here, and when or if you feel as you come to an agreement that trade with the mainland or any other place would be in your best interest, you may use it how you wish to bring in commerce, rebuild infrastructure, however you see fit. And I'll make a point to put the name, to say as much to Lady Haventree. So when you if you decide to pursue that path, you may, well, come visit Waterdeep, ask for her audience, and I can assure you she will gladly do whatever you may ask of her. Now, within reason, of course, within reason. But this money was made from the exploitation of your lives and your blood. So I believe it's only fitting that instead it's used to regrow, rebuild, but only when time necessitates. boy hops off. He goes back to his little corner. He's like, "Oh, did I do well? Do you think I did well?" Good at public speaking.
There's a rumble amongst the assembled group. The general consensus is that they will hold on to the treasure, but for now, they want to be just a Koa. But they happily accept mass amount of money.
Money.
All right. Red Naval would approach everyone with her spell book that she has found in the library. I was lucky to grab it before some lightning threw it into the fire. Apparently, it was on the one of the desks upstairs that they haven't figured out how to bring down yet and throw into the bonfire. So lucky me.
Maybe you should get a new one. One that would be,
Maybe I should.
you know, less lost.
Look, I was captured. Here's the thing. I was asked to look into the Eldrath Veluthra's happenings down here because the Arcane Brotherhood is trying to convince Laskin to not let these guys back into the port. But, you know, pirates, they are not always so keen on listening to what we say. So I was unfortunately captured, and they took my book, and normally not a problem, just meant that I couldn't have access to all of my spells, so I didn't have the right things fresh in my memory to, you know, extricate myself. Kind of an overlook in my case, I suppose, but you know what, we will not dwell on it. But I am able to cast teleport again, so I will be able to get us back to Waterdeep.
Actually, we got a ring with the same type of thing. I think we're gonna make one more stop, though.
Would Eldrath hear that conversation? Are we all kind of grouped together right now? That she's missing a spell book?
I would say so. If you guys are gathering in the morning, so yeah, I would say that you're all in the vicinity.
Okay. Eldrath
Does she
looks
comment
towards
about the delicious magic that's everywhere?
Cambro slurping down another coconut.
I think I drank too much last night. What happened? What happened around here? No.
Anyway.
I do have a spell book with me. It's no longer of any use to me. However, it may not be one that you would want to use. It comes from a red wizard that I killed. Well, yes.
Who's the only good weird wizard?
But he pulls out Asbara Joss's traveling spellbook that he has in his bag of holding, and kind of presents it to her. It is yours if you wish to have it.
As she opens it and starts flipping through. Lazy calculations. Shorthand notes that nobody can read. Pedestrian spells. I thought this red wizard really only goes up to, what's this?
He was
So
not
classified
really
as fifth circle. That's so cute. So cute. These are no use to me. Many of these spells I already know, or they are not of interest to me. Not in my research. You would be better off to sell it, perhaps, if you do not have use to it. It's not a bad one, but I would probably not tell people that is a red wizard. Or maybe do. Maybe they like a collector item. I don't know.
He shrugs and
Pers-
puts it back into the bag.
Personally, I do not think it is worth even to use to wipe your backside. It is absolutely awful. Right, I don't want to talk about the red wizards anymore. Okay. So you have a ring that can teleport you? Where did you get these?
He looks over to Zichi.
Do you not know the answer?
Well, you got it from it's been a while since we talked about her. I completely forgot her name right now.
Prince is smiling wryly.
Wow, thanks for not helping me. Okay.
You are a wizard. You should know your fellow wizards.
Yeah, I'm a wizard with a lot of problems in my mind. A little help would not hurt you. The black staff.
We
I
have
believe her
acquired
name
the
was.
ring from Vajra.
Vajra Safar? You're kidding.
Unfortunately, not.
She deemed it worthy enough to step down from her giant black tower, huh?
I've
I would
spoken
say
on
all
many
of this
occasions.
is important enough for a loan.
Well, I mean, more rings is better than.
I suppose it is all right if she is willing to help, but we do not always see eye to eye. We have different philosophies, I believe, when it comes to, well, the taboo.
And maybe leave her name out of it. She was gracious in allowing this whole thing in the first place. But let's just say if a few details sort of slipped, that her name might be attached to this, that it might cause some issues. And hey, I know maybe you don't see eye to eye, but consider the fact that if it weren't for her, you'd still be rotten in that dungeon. Or quid pro quo.
As she kind of narrows her eyes at you and begins to move her hand in a somatic motion, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw. Or excuse me, wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Ploy's just gonna counterspell.
Alright, with counterspell is counterspell.
You can do that.
You can, actually.
Can I counterspell his counterspell?
No, because you can
Well,
only do
no,
it
you're out of
once.
reactions.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be hilarious if you had a
Can
counterspell
someone-
as well right now, tell you so.
Can someone counterspell this counterspell, please?
I want to see.
No,
how
but
they
the
do
prince
it.
will
I
say
thought I
that he
could,
does-
But I guess I can't, so no.
Yeah, right. And he will not, but the prince will say that he is planning to give the ring back to Vajra. While this spell happens.
I'm waiting for that wisdom saving throw. As Rednaval looks at you, and then the corners of her mouth twitch up into a smile, as she says, "Go climb a tree," and cast suggestion on you.
Yeah. Wait,
As you
she
are
has to-
suddenly compelled to go climb a tree.
Yay!
And as you clamber up the tree slowly but surely, using your boots or slippers of spider climb. If you still have those, I think you still have those, don't you?
Yeah, I use them I have them all the time.
As you find yourself at the top of a coconut palm, and as soon as you reach the top of the tree, the spell breaks, and you realize that you are now about 25, 30 feet up in the air on a swaying, slightly bendy tree. As Rednaval just looks up and smiles. That might be a little bit petty, but I feel better now, so thank you.
Keep your calm, Lima. Keep your calm. Yeah, Boy is like, all right. He slided down.
Alright, we'll just whisper to Rendeval. You have no idea how much we want to get revenge on that little guy. He's been a lot of trouble.
Well, if you have your ring to teleport you, I suppose you will have to make your way to wherever you need to go, and I must report back to the Arcane Brotherhood.
Please, be safe this time, and don't get caught again.
I think that I am not cut out for the spy work. I thought it would be a simple research, but it turns out it was not so simple.
He'll give her one more hug before they have to depart.
Please, remember what I said, alright?
I do. And I won't.
As she gives you one final squeeze and then lets you go.
And he lets go of her as well.
As she walks over to the rest of you and stands very stiffly with her hands behind her back as she looks at all of you. Very definitely a discerning, judgmental kind of look as she goes through all of you. I want you to understand, when I say this, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Arai means more to me than anything else in this world. Please, please, keep him safe. Because if you do not want to see what I am capable of. Do we understand?
Was gonna look over. No pressure.
The Platinum Dawn looks after its own. And Araya is a good friend. Two very good reasons for him to continue to exist safely.
I understand your instinct. Do not threaten. You need only ask.
I apologize. I have lost everything before, and I cannot do it again. And I worry that if I did, it would break me deep, deep down in my soul.
If anything, all I want is to see Arai succeed.
As do I. Originally, I thought that meant to be with the Arcane Brotherhood, but she turns her head and looks at Arai. I think now that they may only hold him back. Well, must not delay any longer. I am certain that they are confused why I have not been checking in. Oh, the cat is going to give me so much problems with these. Oh, I'm never going to hear the end of these. Alright. Platinum done. Good luck. Stay safe.
And you as well.
As Rendeval casts teleport and disappears in a pop.
And Arai breathes.
Chamber will put his hand on Arai's shoulder.
Was that suggestion really necessary? I don't think so. I think that was a little.
Are you ready to take care of what you need to take care of?
He lets out enough breath and nods. And then I believe it's Lewa that has the ring.
Yeep. Or, oh, I used it to teleport. At the very beginning.
He'll hold his hand out for it.
Right, well, you're familiar with this place, so I think you should have it.
That's kind of the point there.
I'm
We don't
just
need-
saying,
We don't need you trying, and suddenly we're far north, shivering with our feet in snow or something.
Hey, listen, mate. You didn't dispel magic when she asked it. Oh, okay, I'll just give it to you.
Yeah, someone didn't pick the lockpick properly either.
Hey, at least I knew what I was doing. You needed to. Okay, listen.
We'll talk about this later. Put
Wait.
on the ring, and I'll wait for everyone to be ready first.
Always gonna give the Koa one long look.
Strange how this might be the last time I'll ever see this place. Might.
It should
intend
not
on it.
be.
I fully intend on it being the first of many.
Look at it this way. Even if physically you can't return, your name's gonna live on here.
So. And her name, too. Now I'm done being sentimental and stuff. Let's go split some skulls, eh?
Are we all ready?
Up on it.
Yeah.
Chamber will get Crags to squeeze in with everyone.
Yeah, make
Remove
sure
the ring
make sure you have your mounts and everything.
Oh yeah, Lupe!
Okay, so I remove the ring of teleportation.
Yep. And
Everybody
you will,
pulls in.
you'll breathe and he'll focus on his hometown, but mainly his origin of living. As he activates the ring's teleportation.
Go ahead and give me a D100.
First time I've ever rolled one of these. I hope that's good.
That was good, right? That was good.
I mean,
That's
well,
what I'm
yeah,
hoping.
30.
Check my table here.
Astral plane, here we come.
Yay!
Oh lord.
No, that's not possible. This can't send you through different planes of existence. You might wind up in a volcano, though. That's always possible.
Last I recall, there are no volcanoes where I was living, but then again, time has changed.
No. So this is a place that you were very familiar with, having grown up there. And with a 30, you were able to focus and cast this magic through the ring and are able to teleport to the small village of Morningstar.
Wow.
Oh.
Cold.
As you teleport in, the place you had thought of the most was obviously a place that you were very familiar with, as you appear in a graveyard. As you all pop into the cooler air that you have been in this tropical, hot, beautiful weather, but now you are in this cold, snowy, very further north than you have been previously, other than to go to the spine of the world, past the spine of the world into the frozen wastes. And it is very, very cold as you look around and see that you were all surrounded by gravestones, various sizes and shapes, all carved with names, dates, and some with reliefs of various gods and other celestial creatures. The first thing I would say is everybody give me a perception check when you get in.
Okay.
No issues on the teleport, by the way.
Woo! But apparently I'm distracted on old memories right now, looking over the graveyard.
As you all land in, and as you kind of reassess of yourselves, and feeling the of being teleported from one place to another is always a very weird, jarring experience. As you kind of dial your senses back in, and then you realize that it is during the day, and it is very quiet in this village. As the graveyard itself is, well, pardon the pun, dead quiet, with several inches of snow on the ground that crunch under your feet as you step about.
Really cold then.
Ambro's fine.
All right, we'll start walking a little bit, heading towards the exit of the graveyard. Trying to see if everything is still the same or if there has been any changes.
As you walk to the entrance of the graveyard, you can see the temple that is there to Kelemvor. As you walk past, expecting to see somebody tending to the temple, but you don't see anybody.
That's odd.
What's odd?
Normally there be people tending to the temple. Normally we'd be hearing people at this time. Are we just too early or something?
How long has it been since you were last here?
I haven't been back since I was a cub. I would have to say,
Ain't
like,
not as
roughly...
bad as them, mate. Could just be all the snow's making things difficult. Boy says as he kicks a puff of snow. You've forgotten how much I miss this stuff. We haven't seen this since Vigiton, right?
Thinking about what day it is, would Arai figure it's like should be some type of like event, or at the very least, what type of things should be growing at this time of season?
I mean, it's winter, so nothing's growing. But that being said, there would be the smell of fires burning in the air from all of the homes. There would be you would hear the sound of people in the nearby village, which is not far away from the graveyard, is only maybe about 200 yards to the village from the graveyard. And normally you would be able to hear the sound of people going about their day, but there's nothing.
Alright, where is your house relative to this place?
Yeah, he'll point towards the left. It's that way. It's not far at all, but why are we not hearing or smelling anything?
May we hold for a moment and find shelter at the nearby temple. The spirits of Koa are still strong with me. May ask them.
I
The
could
command.
scout around a little bit with Ostanato.
Yeah, if you guys want to, you can stay, but I gotta check something. If you want to follow, that's great, but he'll start
Okay.
running towards the village.
I'm following him.
Same.
100%.
Bastion follows suit. In case they need some backup.
All right.
Hmm.
Boy's gonna Zichi. Think they got it, or
I suppose we should follow at a distance. It does not matter while I commune.
As Arai, you got a good head start on people as you run towards the village, seeing the large building that was used as the both the village's like community area. That was where the local authorities would gather, where some of the not guard but small constabulary would also gather. As you run around the corner of this building into the cobbled streets of your home village, and slide to a stop as you see walking through the village zombies, humanoid zombies, but also ogre zombies and frost giant zombies.
Oh.
Upon seeing all these, he'll start heavy breathing, and his claws are just popping out. Anger is starting to swell within him. Why? Why?
As you all turn the corner and see the ruins of a village long raided and destroyed, and left with only the undead. That's where we're going to take a break.
I had a feeling.
Welcome home, alright?
Jeez.
I had a feeling.
Home sweet home.
No.
sorry.
Hey, Cetus, can you do me a favor? Can you type out the spelling of your new name?
Yeah, we're gonna need to know this.
L-E-W-A.
Yeah, could you type that out for me, please?
It's in the player characters already in the journal.
Is it? Oh.
It's also under his name when he was doing the perception check.
Hmm.
Oh, Lua. Okay, got it.
Luau. Yay, this is a wonderful welcome.
What do you
home,
want me to
Ryan.
do? Dress and Dragon do the hula? Lua!
I was mildly expecting a ride to get clotheslined by a zombie or something.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I was like, the wizard is making another rash decision. Let's see what happens.
God, that tiger had a family.
Oh, man.
Wizard build, but you only use your fists.
I cast Fist!
Hey, look,
The
Big
rage
B's
mage.
hand is a really useful spell sometimes, okay?
All right, let's take a little break, and then we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes, and then you can proceed how you would like to proceed.
Let's run away.
Perfect.
Yay!
All right. Be back in a few.
All right.
And you can hear me typing. I'll be back too. Alright, so we are gonna go on a I like to call it a commercial break, but just double checking. Making sure I rename all these things as Lua instead of Poi now. Oh man. Okay. But yeah, good stuff so far. Opening up 5 different windows. There we go. So during the BRB, this will be the one time that the ads roll. They'll go for a couple minutes. If you are subscribed, you don't have to worry about them. You'll get to listen to us a little bit longer. Otherwise, you'll get the ads, but you'll come back and hear us still. We'll probably be, yeah, gone. I forgot they said 5-10 minutes. Idea quickly get a little dinner. Or I should say heat it up. Anyway, I'll be back. Until then, enjoy the voices of our Discord call.
I tried so hard not to turn on my air conditioner because money, but it's too hot.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta.
Yes, I promise you two have spells that change the world. The world.
The world.
You have level 7 spells, it's wild.
Nice.
Please use them. Especially as a wizard.
I mean, I have one level 7 spell.
Yeah.
But right now, with how he's thinking right now, he might be using a dangerous level 6.
I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back.
Waits for a Rai to suddenly learn and cast Meteor Storm. Somehow.
I'm just waiting for all the zombies to just look over to Rai, just raise up their hands and go, surprise!
Happy birthday!
That'll be fucked up.
Could we be getting into a battle again today? Goodness.
We might. The question is, how many citizens
How-
are we killing? Or re-killing, I should say.
If they're already dead.
Dana, this is a wonderful surprise.
Said through gritted teeth.
Gritted teeth,
Wonderful
but-
surprise!
Gritted teeth, but at the same time, I do love it.
Welcome to Deadsville, Daddy-O.
Didsville.
Don't call it that.
Oh, how funny we all are.
Mhm. That's so hilarious.
That's just a laugh
I think it's
riot
not
every
funny.
day.
Chuckle, a laugh, a gaff.
You having a giggle there, mate?
Blueberry
Some
herbal
giggle.
tea. Excellent.
Wait, what?
I am drinking blueberry herbal tea.
Huh, that sounds interesting.
No. More like
I am. I can prove
stupid
it.
tea.
I
I'm
prove
sorry,
it. I'll
that was
sip
very
it right
mean. I
now.
shouldn't say such horrid things.
Mm.
Yeah, don't say something so vulgar. How dare you?
Not a tea fan, I take it.
I love tea.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean,
do love tea, actually.
It's a good thing he's not a tiefling then.
You're fired.
You can't fire me, I quit.
You can't quit. I fired you.
You can't fire me, I'm your wife.
That was the argument for the longest time, where there was like, are they flinging ties or are they flinging tea? Which is it?
The answer is yes.
They're flinging spells. That's what they're doing. Oh, new overlay. Ah, with brand new otter name.
Liwa.
Oh, do I have to download it again? Nice.
I'm sensing another Elton John parody coming up. Actually,
Oh dear.
Tired
Oh,
of
I
your
think-
decisions.
You say that Dana just listens to Elton John for the next 2 weeks.
Which one's it gonna be?
Dana, I can't believe you weren't familiar with that one. It was like
I missed that one. I
Oh, wow.
either it's not in my head in the lexicon. Although I will admit, All Time Low has been taking up a lot of real estate in my head lately. So it's a great band. Also, I resonate with the lyrics a lot. One of their best songs to me is it's just called "Calm Down," and it was like the refrain just goes, "Don't tell me to calm down. It's freaking me out that you're not freaking out." I was like, "Oh, mood. I feel seen."
A friend of mine was giving me a picture that he pulled from Imgur. And it was basically a picture of like a group of porta potties on fire, and the tagline said, "If 2025 was a scented candle."
Hmm.
Damn.
So yeah,
Just
That's
it's just
thing.
how it is. Just keep moving on, right? That's all you can do. And kick fascist ass when you can. Like you guys just did.
Woo.
yeah. I was sitting there through the whole thing. I'm like, sometimes I wish this could be more reality. That we could kick fascist ass in real life as easily.
The definition of escapism.
Oh my god, yeah. People wonder why I play so much D&D, and it's for this exact reason.
I have
What I do
so many
matters.
times have to explain that to people because I legitimately play in like 4 games a week.
Mhm.
And just like somebody was like, why do you, that's a lot of like time to dedicate to that. And it's like, why do you do that? And it's just like, because the real world sucks and I like to have control over my environment, and I don't get that in real life. I would much rather be a Azamar cleric than I would rather be me in an every day. So yes. Everybody ready, feeling good, doing.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Should we zoom in?
As close as we can to feeling good.
I don't know if
Yay.
feeling good even is the proper word to use here.
More trauma, yay!
We're feeling.
I'm cooking up a frozen pizza. What do you want on your tombstone?
Teehee.
Slowly looks over to Tazel. You're fired.
All right. Well,
You can't fire me. I'm a banana.
No, you're a
enough on
plantain.
that.
as
We'll grill you.
As you turned the corner with Arai, seeing him standing there, frozen in shock, as you note that there are about a dozen or so zombies, about maybe 4 ogre zombies and 2 frost giant zombies that are just meandering around, aimlessly. They don't seem to have registered your presence just yet. If anything, it seems like they're just kind of existing.
Cambro, like runs up alongside of Orion, just like gazes around, and he just like whispers, "I take it this is not how you left it."
He doesn't say anything. He's too much in shock.
Guys, I think we
Can
should
I-
get to
Yeah.
Can we see the
I'm
temple?
just gonna-
You're about 200 yards from the temple at the moment. You're at the very outskirts edge of the village.
I was gonna say, can I mentally yank Arai back around the corner so that hopefully You guys do get to see them.
You can certainly try.
I'm yanking.
All right.
I don't know if her
You
eyes
have to
gonna
resist.
resist.
If he's in shock,
Right.
then he might.
I'm in shock. I don't know if that counts as I do resist or not.
That's up to you.
Yeah.
Do you think you would be so shocked that you can't move, or do you think that you're so shocked that you can't resist?
Just can't move.
Yep.
Nope. So resistance is open. So yeah, I think you'll be fine.
All right.
So you'll
So
Oh,
you
and
yank him back.
Whoop. Yep.
Yoink.
Zoinks.
Oh,
You must
follow
be more
behind it.
careful.
Careful. My village is full of zombies.
Yes, we can see that, but it would behoove us to not get killed before we can assess the situation, alright? Listen here.
Can we
It's a
distract
small
them?
I don't reckon these
One-
are the brightest blokes out there, and it might be better for us if we conserve some of our resources before we see what the source of this is.
I think it is better if we can come. Go find shelter. Give me a moment.
Very well.
Poi's going to go up on a. He's going to walk on the side of a building, go up on a rooftop, and see if he can find a place that's relatively unfettered, a safer location, as it were.
I'll just gonna stick by Arai.
Yeah,
Uh,
Amber's gonna be with it too.
we'll figure
Ditto
out
from
who did
Bastion.
this.
What's the can I roll perception to see if I can find like a good line to get to a safe place, or
Yeah, you can roll perception to get a view of the area from up high. Just give me a acrobatics check to make sure that you can avoid any spots that are damaged or weakened. You're able to step between some of the softer parts of the roofing tiles. Some of them have started to rot from neglect. It seems that they've been here for several years, just in the same condition, just getting worse and worse. And much of the rest of the village is in the same condition. As you get up higher, go ahead and give me a perception check. The village is not very large. Maybe about 30 to 50 families lived here at one point, perhaps. But as far as you can see from here, it looks like it's been kind of overrun. Perhaps in the past it had been overrun by some of these giants or ogres who may have scared off everybody else, but it seems that everything around here is in ruins at this point. The only real safe structure that you can see that is still in good condition is the temple, because it is made from stone. So it is in a better condition, even after having been abandoned for several years.
He's gonna run back down. I assume he doesn't have to check, considering he had the path.
No, you're good.
He's gonna go.
Right, bad news, it's kind of a sorry state of affairs wherever you might want to go. The only place that actually looks relatively intact is the temple itself. Might be a bit of an ordeal to force our way through.
We should see how they would react to something new.
Oh,
Boy,
real quick. The temple was next to the graveyard, right?
Yes.
So we just go back the way we came, right?
Yes.
Never thought I'd be willingly going to a graveyard, but yeah, that sounds about right.
So
Just
we passed
collect
the
our
temple to get to
thoughts.
the. We passed the temple to get to the village.
You arrived in the graveyard because that is
Yeah.
the place that is most keyed in for Arai. There's a temple next to the graveyard, and then after running about 200 yards, you got to the village itself.
Okay, so all that's really required is to fall back and go to the temple.
Yes.
Oh my.
Okay.
As far as how they would react to something new, I think you know.
But we can test out. Boy's got.
You guys have been doing this for a long enough time to know how those things are going to react as soon as you get in their vicinity.
Admittedly, the only reason I ask that is because this is a weird situation, and given Arai's influence, it may be different. That we can't presume, especially given Arai's intent to prove that necromancy is not bad. There's a good possibility that there might be something different going on here, but admittedly, not a high probability.
Well, if we want to...
Are we falling back then?
Let us fall back.
Fall back.
Collect our thoughts.
Let's go, Ray.
Alright, we'll just say nothing as he just removes his claws from the walls and just start heading back towards the graveyard.
Cemetery. Ah, cemetery, sweet cemetery. All right, what's the battle plan, gents?
Temple.
Is the temple open?
It's not open for business. Not really. As far as is the door locked and closed? It's closed.
Alright,
He
let's just
attempts
see
to
if it's locked.
open the door with Mage Hand.
All right. There is no lock on the door. It opens, and inside the temple, it's a fairly small space. Looks like it is mostly used for funeral rites and such. There is a small statue in the back of Kelemvor on a raised altar, and several chairs in front of the altar itself. But otherwise, it appears that it is empty. Seems that it was abandoned.
Before we enter, does anyone want temp AA hit points? We might be...
I'll never say no to
At an
that.
appropriate time, how are you going to do so?
I spend 10 minutes inspiring.
Why would I say no?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to suggest that if we do enter, you can do that inside the temple, assuming that this is not a hostile place.
Let's look around.
Also, Lupe... Yeah, wait, we have our mounts, right? We can...
Yeah.
We have Lupe and Crags.
Yeah, I was gonna say we only have two.
You also have a paladin.
We have two bears.
We got caught
Alright,
an
well.
enemy on our side.
Let's go in.
But the prince would like to usher people into the building and close the door.
I'm going to have Crags stay outside, but kind of stay at, behind a wall or something like that, as hidden as possible while he's observing the village, and for him to talk to me mentally if he sees anybody approaching the temple.
Lupe is going to be on top. Lupe is just going to help Crags with any perception stuff, but Lupe is going to be hiding on top the temple, sort of a sky view. Actually, it might be interesting to get an idea of the architecture too.
So, in here.
Dana, would Divine Sense help me in this area just to make sure that there's no undead in our immediate vicinity?
Inside the temple? Yeah, you can do that.
Cambro's going to take his hand and he's going to cover his holy symbol and there's going to be waves of like platinum mist that go out and around him throughout the entire temple, or at least what he can see in this area, within 60 feet. And he'll use a divine sense and see what else he can identify.
In this vicinity, there is only one undead that you can detect, and it is a small presence that is on a rise person.
And he knows of time, so
Which he
He
does
looks
pop
over-
out and crawl up his arm.
he looks over to Arai and he says, "I don't detect any more undead in the immediate area, but still be safe. Be careful."
He just walks up to the statue and just stares at it for a moment.
As you look back at this this humanoid face with this beard with a hood that covers up its top of its head, almost covering up its eyes, as it looks at you holding scales that are perfectly balanced in one hand. Poi recognizes this one. Or Liwa recognizes this one. Hard to forget somebody that you saw directly in front of you.
Hey, you'd be surprised.
Well, in the context at least.
Interesting. I guess during this moment, it might be best for Liwa to do Inspiring Leader, just in case they...
Yep. Perfect time to do it
So-
while Dichi is doing a spell.
It's not gonna be like a heroic speech, but he's generally gonna like give everyone sort of a
Pep talk?
"We're doing good. We're doing good." It's a lot of it's directed to Arai specifically.
Yeah, things may look a little dire, but we've really been through
A lot worse than this.
And hey, you had to deal with my baggage, I'll deal with yours and help you sort through that, alright?
Blah 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 blah.
Yada yada yada. Temp
Yeah.
HP.
Inspiring leader
HP.
exposition.
Each creature can be to your level plus your charisma modifier. So that's I think we're at 13. Should be. Can I read
Your
this?
level, we're at 13 right now, plus your charisma
13.
modifier, which is
Plus 5.
so 18.
E.
Wow.
Good.
Nice 18 shield.
And this lasts until arrest. Nice.
E.
After the speech, Eldrath will kind of announce, perhaps we can find some information in the study, if there is one in this type of temple.
Do you know where that's located, Arai?
Is there
Arai?
are there doors in the temple for him to recall?
There is a very, very, very small rectory in the back of the temple. It's not much. Enough for a small desk and a wardrobe filled with vestments, essentially. But yes, as you find that and open the door, it's just dusty, musky smells of just mildew and decay that has just been sitting here for years.
He'll look over the desk to see if there's any papers or notes or something.
Nothing that you can see. There is a drawer for the desk. If you pull it open, you can see that there's a couple of sheets of loose parchment. It looks like it's weathered a little bit, but doesn't look like it's going to crumble if you try to ride on it.
So no clues that he could see.
So
Are there
whatever happened
stair-
may have happened instantly. Who knows?
Are there stairs going up or down that we can see?
Yeah, it's just a single level temple. It's very small.
Okay.
Like at most, you could probably host like maybe 20 people inside this temple.
So I'm assuming
Good
this place is like rural, right?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's about maybe 30 to 50 families at most at its heyday,
Okay.
but yeah, now it definitely looks like it's run down. I would say if you want to look for any clues as to what happened, I would say investigation.
I can do that.
Or would you like me to finish whatever I was
Do
doing?
your thing. Yeah, do your
do
thing.
your thing.
So he was doing, he was ritually casting this again. And sort of like looking out the windows or, out the doors, speaking to what is invisible towards the graveyard, towards the woods, etc. And with this spell, he's allowed to gain 3 facts of information of his choice. And the first one, within a 3-mile radius, are there people still left?
In a 3-mile radius, there are not any people.
Are there any powerful undead?
The ones that you're able to tell are the ones that are in the village currently, the frost giant zombies. But as far as anything beyond that, it does not feel like there is.
And I suppose lastly, are there any influences from other planes of existence?
That one is a little bit yes, but not in the way you would expect. There was a event that occurred here, and something happened that caused a rift into the Shadowfell.
Okay. At the end of the ritual... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you could tell that that rift is no longer present.
Okay. Yeah, at the end of the ritual, he sort of finishes up his chanting and whispering, and he turns to his compatriots. I have spoken to the land.
And?
There are no people left at all. All the undead are in the village.
Is whatever. Do you have any leads on what or who might have caused this?
Or what?
Unfortunately, the spirits do not know that answer. At least not yet. I would have to ask somebody else. But the land does tell me there are no pockets of resistance. No people left. Only the dead and a long history past where the shadows once fell upon this earth. That is gone now.
How long ago do you reckon things shifted?
Alright.
Investigation!
Right, okay.
Well, investigation, I got 19.
Okay, I guess we're alright, did it?
I mean, if you want to do an investigation too, you can.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
you're welcome to investigate as well. You know,
Yeah,
not
it's not just one
closing
person.
the door over anybody.
Oh no, I'll use my noggin.
I investigated with
Yeah.
magic. You guys can do that.
May I use guidance if I do so?
Yeah, you can do this on yourself or somebody else.
Well, Arai already rolled, so is the prince going to do that, or
No, he's already.
Got a pretty
he's
good
already
one.
doing? Okay.
I think I know
I'll
what
just do it on
happened.
myself, I guess.
You have an idea?
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Please! Oh no!
Hey, it's a chapel.
I feel like Bastion is like scratching the inside of his ear and accidentally pushes the two brain cells together.
Honestly, that's what happened. Like fly hits his head, and just like realization.
Right.
But no, from looking around at everything that is in here, things that were taken from this place seem to have been taken hastily. Like, there wasn't a time for packing. There wasn't any time for consideration of what to take. They took the essentials and they ran. They, at least for the temple, it seems that they tried to close things up, but ultimately they had to leave because of whatever had occurred. And it does appear that it's been several years, at the least maybe 3 years, just judging by the amount of dust and decay and mildew and mold that has grown in, and the amount of overgrowth that is occurring around the temple and within the village.
So, an apocalypse-like scenario. As if it was like a full-on, right? Yeah, of course, Basher will relay all of it, but a little more blunt wording. Yeah.
Right. Unfortunately, you are the expert on these types of matters. What sort of magic would turn a village like this, well, so quickly?
Would that be more of Arcana or a history check?
That would be Arcana, yeah.
Well, let me roll for that too at this point.
No, you're gonna need to be
Bastion's-
proficient in this one.
Bastion's a detective. Right. Oh my god, yeah.
With the 29, Arai, as you kind of sit in the moment and try to think through all of this emotion that you're feeling in this moment, but you kind of close it down for a second so you can really dial in and focus on one thing at a time as you concentrate and think. The situation that you're looking at seems to be some kind of event that occurred that caused either these people to become zombies, or it had caused some kind of effect that allowed people to become zombies when they died. As you think about the various types of energies that can do that, the types of entities that can do that, but with entities, it's usually more. There's a reason for why they're doing it. There's some kind of gain to be made in some way. This doesn't have that kind of vibe. This appears to be almost random. And you realize that one of the few things that could happen here that could cause something like this would have to be a rift in the Shadowfell into this place. A single tear in that fabric that allowed it to leak through. Because if people spend too much time in the Shadowfell, this can happen to them, among a lot of things.
A tear is possible.
A tear from what?
Shadowfell.
Does that even happen?
What's the Shadowfell?
Imagine a place where it's kind of like a disease. The longer you stay in the disease, the more it has an effect on you. Well, somehow, some way, a tear was caused, and the effects, the disease, leaked out into the town. And through periods of time, the people have, it's likely people have changed. Whether by knowing of it or not, something happened that made them change into that.
Is there a way to close that tear?
Or undo the effects?
Zichi's saying there's no rupture to speak of no more.
The tear has closed. It is in the
Of course.
past.
As for bringing them back from their current state, well, I defer to the necromancer on matters of death, but I don't imagine there's much we can do for them.
And I'm
As far
pretty
as
sure.
I'm aware, there's nothing.
And I'm pretty sure the ogres and giants that we saw there were not part of the original group in your village.
Very likely, probably wandered in from surrounding areas. You're not far from the mountains where ogres and frost giants are known to stay.
It was enough to. The
So
rift must have been
it's-
open long enough for the people to leave and then the frost giants to come in and then get infected themselves, right?
He looks back at the study room and then speaks again. It's possible that anyone outside the village probably saw what happened and tried to buy time or flee.
So what do we do with the ones that are here now?
With that, he sighs and he slowly gets up from his seating. We do what we normally do. We pray and make peace. If there is no cure that we can think of or knowledge of, then we grudgingly say, of course, crack some skulls, why don't we?
I wonder who said that. But I'm truly sorry that things didn't go as you planned, Uri.
Finding my
I'm
mother
sure.
was the purpose for all this. Honestly, I don't know if she is in that village wandering aimlessly or if she got out of it. I
Well,
Well, regardless, you're right. We do need to cleanse the area. And since there's no human beings here or any people, then we can hope that she made it to safety. But we have to deal with the here and now, I think.
the faster we get it done, the faster we can see if she is around.
can I make a suggestion? You still remember where your house is, yeah?
He thumbs in the other direction. It's up that way. Be like a 5-10 minute walk, I would say.
All right. Well, why don't we try going there first? If speaking to your mum is the most important part, I don't know where a better place to start than your house. As for
Agree.
Would Prince Ichi's spell have detected her? Would it have been able to reach the house if she was there?
3 miles is pretty far, so I think,
Yeah, it would have
especially if it's like
covered
a
it.
10
It
minute
would've.
walk. Yeah.
So if she were in the house, the prince would have detected her.
But he stated no one's alive.
Let us hope. We see signs that she has probably left. Perhaps in haste.
With that, he sighs and he'll lead the way to his old house.
As thankfully, your family home was on the outskirts of the village as well, not far from the graveyard, as it turns out. As you walk along the path and reach the little hill that lifts up, that you recall cresting over and seeing your house. Modest, but with your family having secured a small amount of wealth, was well cared for and well maintained. But as you this time crest over the hill, you see a burnt husk of a house, some parts of it collapsing in, old and weathered and just ruined.
Is this the only house or building that looks like it's been burnt, or were other buildings burnt as well?
This is the only one that looks like it's burnt.
It's strange to see that this is the only one that's in a state like this. It seems targeted in a way.
It wasn't targeted.
Is there anything even left to investigate?
We'll need to get there
You would be able to
first.
tell from here.
He'll just keep on walking towards the
In the-
house.
In the 10 or so minutes that it takes to walk, could I ritually cast Detect Magic? Just to have it on for a little bit?
Sure. As you sense your party's magical items, of course.
Kind of keep pace with Arai. Just trying to sense around. Just in case. Just in case.
As we get closer to the house, Cambro's going to grasp his holy symbol and touch Arai's shoulder gently. And he's going to go ahead and cast guidance. May Bahamut grant you the vision to find what you need.
Let's hope. And he'll walk up to the door, and even though the house looks really destroyed and everything, he'll still push open the door.
It takes a little effort, but you are able to push in the door as it creaks and moans, and charred ash and bits of wood crumble off. As you walk into the sitting room, the front room of your modest cottage that you remember growing up in. The furniture is burnt. Several things have basically burnt to ash. Anything that had metal has just been left to rust away. There is definitely the smell of destruction around you. The earthy smell of water getting in and rotting away at different parts of wood and other materials. And it is deadly silent in there as well.
Can Cambro do another divine sense?
You can, yes.
I will do so. As I'm standing next to Arai, he's just letting that mist go out from him again, just to see if there's anything of note here.
As you reach out with your divine sense, as you try to feel if there's anything in the vicinity immediately around you, that no, there's nothing here.
He's just going to look to Arai and just shake his head back and forth.
He'll continue walking forward, going to another room where he believes, where if he remembers correctly, would be his mother's old, like, library of where she used to keep her papers and books she gathered from her travels. See if anything is still around.
As you have to climb over a little bit of rubble, and as you get into the to the book nook, as it was lovingly known, and there are still books there, but they are just destroyed. The weather has just wrecked them over the years, and not to mention some of them have been burnt up from the fire.
He just looks it all over and just gives a heavy huffing sigh. Absolutely nothing's left. I was hoping the fire wouldn't hit here.
You were.
The fire? You know when it was set?
Yeah, I'd like to know a bit more about this fire myself, if you've the mind to elucidate me on it.
As I said before, the fire wasn't a target thing.
Well, then what
Yes.
was it?
It was more of an accident. Because I was the one who caused it.
Let's see.
Would the upstairs still be somewhat intact, or is it kind of destroyed as
It's-
well?
It looks a little shaky. It looks like the stairs are still intact, and parts of the upstairs have fallen through, but other parts have not. So,
I'm
Well,
not
that
going
he'll-
up there. Not a big bear in plate armor.
Upstairs was the cause, the starting point of it all. You see, back when I even learned what necromancy even was, my mother was not pleased of it. She would do everything she could to hide it from the rest of the village, even though I want to help people try something new that no one else possibly thought of trying. She kept saying it was evil, kept saying it was taboo, kept saying this and that, and punished me every time I tried to show otherwise.
as you all flash back to that time when you were in Cambro's mind, and you accidentally stepped into Arise memories.
Would Cambro know of it?
I would say no, because you were not present.
Among constantly punishing me, she would try and unfortunately go crazy. She would try and find ways to quote unquote cure me. She would try elixirs, rumors. A couple of times she would take me to the temple and hope it would just come out like a exorcism or something. My last night here, it was during a dumb enough, a bath time. Before I even got into the tub, I caught the whiff of rosemary and sage, and she tried to drown me in it, thinking that was going to be another way to fix this. I panicked and threw a firebolt directly into her face and onto the house, and everything caught on fire as I ran away. That's how Rindeval found me in the graveyard.
Cambro puts his hand on Arai's shoulder again. Just holds it there.
Whether she be dead or alive, I was hoping coming back just to see her one more time would close a long forgotten door. Help me focus a bit more on the mission. Help me focus on what I want to do with this life. But seeing the village now, torn.
I would like to know if there are remains.
Remains of what?
You said you threw a firebolt at her face. Just to see if the
Your
fire
body here.
of the house, yeah. Is there a body there? Did she never escape?
He never checked, so. It's a
That's
thought.
why I'm saying I would like to know.
He'll gently get out of Cambro's touch on his shoulder and just lead towards the stairs and carefully climb up them. Hopefully not falling through or anything.
I'll give him guidance before he pries himself away. Renew it.
Don't worry, as long as I can see him, I will continuously give him the guidance from a distance.
Fortunately, can't benefit from 2 instances of guidance, but still.
Yeah, we'll wait until the first one.
We do appreciate it. So
Sorry,
go up the
I'm only
stairs.
melee guidance. I apologize.
So he'll head upstairs, going towards that room.
I'm going to say this just kind of falls into the same category for me. So I'm going to say stealth, because it's a lot of light stepping and trying not to, paying attention to your surroundings.
Ooh.
Apparently, I'm fine.
Yep. As you lightly step up the stairs, feeling where some of the wood has really weakened and starts to bend at your weight, and you just shift it slightly to the side so that not all of it is on that particular point, and continue up as you make your way up the short set of stairs. And the upper area was basically divided into 3 spaces: a room for your mother, and room for you, and then the washroom. As inside the washroom, you can see lots of debris that has collapsed in from the roof. The tub with its beautiful eagle feet that your mom was absolutely proud of is cracked from the weight and bent. It seems that the cast iron was not strong enough to hold up to the weight of the debris of the timbers crushing in. As you kind of step a foot in, the floor creaks and moans a little bit, but it seems like it's okay.
And I take it I don't see her then. Or there's too much debris.
All you see is a bunch of debris, yeah.
He'll attempt to try to move some of it to see if there's anything underneath.
All right. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, this is gonna be bad then. 15.
As you step in and you start to move some pieces of debris, and you hear a loud groaning and moaning as the floor suddenly caves in, and caves into the just next to the where the book nook is. And I think I'm gonna need everybody else to make dex saves too, since you were like right there.
How many
Okay.
people might benefit from my aura?
Oh, I would love your aura.
10 feet?
Actually, please.
Is it 10 feet?
It's still 10 feet, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's enough for everybody, sure.
Okay.
How much aura do I get?
I think it's the proficiency bonus, if I'm not mistaken.
It's your ability.
I'm looking. No, it's charisma modifier, so it's +4.
So I have 19 then.
+1?
Plus 4.
Oh, okay.
Holy
so I got
cow.
18.
Dang, Cam.
Okay. Oh boy, poor ZG.
I'm gonna use a luck point if I can.
Yeah.
Can I use a luck point for these?
You can
Let me double check.
I think it's for any roll, yeah. So
Double G, 3 level attack roll. Yeah, saving throw. Cool. Yeah, I'll use a luck point for this.
all right.
Is there a way? Is there a way that I can like try to catch
Okay.
a Rye and just kind of like eat whatever damage might have happened to him?
I was gonna use
I'm gonna
Featherfall on
say
him.
no on that.
Okay.
Could I use Featherfall on him?
No.
I do appreciate it though.
I'm trying to say.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot. As the ceiling caves in, and tumbling down comes fragments of a broken tub, which thankfully don't land anywhere near anybody. But there's some falling roofing tiles and some pieces of broken lumber that tumbled down. And anybody who got over a 15. You do not take any damage as you manage to back out of the way. Arai, you just kind of manage to step back just as the floor gives in and catch yourself on the door jamb, just kind of holding yourself back so you don't fall down down with the rest of the debris. But everybody else who failed, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you are hit with debris that falls down. And as the debris falls, there is a shift in the debris, and Arai, you spot a skeleton wearing rags that have been tattered and ripped through the years.
Is there a way for him to reach for it?
You'd have to go back down.
Head back down and carefully get the skeleton. He'll lay them.
As
He'll lay the skeleton
you,
as careful as possible on the first room's floor.
as you pull the bones loose, and you recognize as you start pulling them out that you have knowledge of this. Something you took interest in at a very early age as you recognize the anatomy and start piecing it together, and then you find the skull of a tiger folk.
He'll put it as together as he possibly can.
You don't have all of them. It looks like there's been a lot of vermin that have been able to make their way in here and make off with pieces, but
Does she
you
still
have
have her
most of
jaw?
it.
Does it still have her jaw?
Yes.
That's the important piece.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
You're not. You are, aren't you?
Are you sure you're going to do?
Should
Cambro
we?
Cambro puts up a hand to everybody. Let him do what he needs to do.
Should we give you a moment, Arai? Is this something you want to do alone?
No. You guys are fine where you are. And then he'll cast Speak with Dead.
As the familiar green lights and smoke swirl around and fill the hollows of the eye sockets, as little green lights ignite, and the skull before you seems to look at you.
Do you know who I am?
As you hear a reedy, whispery voice. My son.
Mother? As you can see, I'm a necromancer as much as to your dismay, but I am doing good with it. Do you recall what happened before your death?
Fire spread. I was in pain. I do not remember more.
That's good. Wow, okay, this is gonna be difficult now. Have you ever thought necromancy could ever be used for good? I know you did not like it, but have you ever thought about it once?
Necromancy is an evil art.
He'll nod for a bit, but Jim just puts up a big chuckling smile. Do you remember the strawberries we used to pick together when I was young?
Sweet as summer breeze.
What was your biggest regret?
As the green light and smoke flickers and seems to trickle out of the eye socket like a tear. I regret not saving you. As the smoke and light pours out of the socket like a tear down and across your hand and fades.
He'll press 2 fingers against his own lips and press the fingers to her forehead. And carefully set it down. It's fine. She regrets not saving me, but I have no regrets. And neither should we. I've done my part.
Do you wish to bury her?
I want to bury it at all. Not just her, but the house as well.
That is your choice.
After we bury, we should have an attack plan. We have an entire village to put back into peace. And I don't think those ogre zombies are going to make things easy. Or frost zombies are going to make things easy.
Both.
Oh!
Who was that? Jareth Helmut? No.
I could lead some away and dimension door back to the main group while we deal with the small fry, and then hopefully by then the larger ones will be distracted long enough.
Divide and conquer. That's a good strategy.
It's doable. The main ones I want focused out of the way would be the frost giants and the ogres. Everyone else are mainly just citizens who've just been turned to them. I do have a spell that could hit pretty much all of them, but at the same time, it could cover the entire village.
And what are we waiting for?
With that, he'll stand fully up, brush his robe, give Time a little kiss on the cheek. Shall we break some dead skulls?
Okay.
Thought you'd never ask there, mate.
You've got it.
And he'll
You would like
Get
to
out of the
do
house.
so today.
All took the words out of my mouth.
Cambro's going to be the last one to leave. And as everybody else leaves the burned building, he's going to look back to where the skeleton was, and he just shakes his head and just murmurs under his breath, "You're wrong." And just follows behind everyone else after that.
As you leave behind the burnt husk of your childhood.
actually no. He does actually turn around a bit and hold up his hand and cast Firebolt towards the house a couple of times. Let it burn once again.
The last time the fire burned, it was an accident. This time, it's a pyre.
Rest in peace, Mother. Let me show you from up there how wrong you were. He'll continue to the village.
All right.
Pretty harsh. Understandable. Made the right call.
You ever want to talk? I'm here.
Out of character wise, I'm preventing myself from actually crying right now.
Oh!
This is strong scene.
What are you talking about, man?
Strong
They're
scene.
flowing for me. Flowing, man.
God is crying from your
They're crying
actions.
right now.
Oh.
They'll be like Full Metal Alchemist. It's going to rain.
I'm not ashamed to say I cried. What the hell? I don't care.
Oh,
I'm almost 40. I'm cool with it.
cool man cry.
All right, so
All right. As you move towards the back towards the village to lay to rest the unfortunate residents within. But that is where we're going to go ahead and stop it for the evening so I can get everything prepared for you next time around.
Ooh.
All right.
Burying her parents, cool. Well,
That's all.
Leela disowned his parents.
What makes good heroes? Trauma. Lots of trauma.
Story fans when a character goes through a plot in a setting for the 3 trillionth time in a row.
yeah, Leo gets to end his parents. I had to talk.
You have to talk.
Well, his father, quote unquote, did talk. It just, it's
A little tough love.
It wasn't a good
quite
Father's
so
Day.
peaceful.
Good talk, son. murders you.
I would like to point out to everybody that the title that I picked for today's stream was A New Sun in the Sky. And I think that applied very appropriately. So, worked
Aw.
out.
Perfectly. 2 themes wrapped into one.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good job, everybody.
We did it. We saved the world. We did save the world.
We did drama. Good
We
job.
saved an island.
Yeah, Okoko is your world.
Well, I mean, if Tiamat does Tiamat things, I don't think we're gonna.
What?
Well, we'll cross
Given-
that bridge when we get there.
How many universe-shattering apocalypses are happening at every moment? Like, imagine
Surprisingly, a fair number of it's not even supposed to be like the concept of like apocalyptic even. It's just that the scale of things is a little bit weird for the Forgotten Realms, especially because like if suddenly Tiamat comes back, it's gonna suck. Like that's a lot of stuff that you have to deal with. It's not impossible for you to fight back eventually, but the initial shock is going to catch people off guard, and it's probably going to be bad. And that can be said for a lot of, like, quote-unquote apocalyptic events in the D&D
It'd be like
world.
Krakatoa erupting, right?
Yeah, because you're usually dealing in a very small region. Like remember, like I said, the world of Toril is huge, and you guys are only on one section of it towards the very north. So, like, there's a lot of world out there.
I'd hate to be on the other side of the world and have to deal with Chaos Dragoness because
Well, there's
some.
a whole bunch of other things going on at the same
Yeah, that is-
time,
that is
all throughout
true.
this
Yep.
entire place.
There's always things happening.
Imagine we
Which is-
miss
Huh?
We miss teleport. We go to the other side of the world, and they're in the middle of their own campaign.
Kind of.
Whoops.
Teleport
Pretty
doesn't
exciting.
actually kick you out that far, but
Yeah.
it can be bad.
Mhm. It can.
Why not? Just have a little
And
fun.
it's just funny to think about how many like crazy things are happening at this moment with a party of this level, and this is like something that is required for basically this level is like something that is as large. And then there are concurrent adventuring parties fighting some rats in the basement.
I want to do that.
There's a
Sure.
story of a DM who got fed up with his players one time because they would just like bitch about all the things that they were going up against, and so he had them do a one shot, and he was like, "All right, nobody bring any sheets or anything. I'm gonna pick your players or your characters for you." And they're like, "Oh, okay." So he hands out the character sheets, and they're all like commoners. They're all just like normal people throughout the village, and they're like, "Yeah, you're the bartender. You're the local priest. You're the so on and so forth." And they're like, "There's rats in the basement," and they're like, "Oh, we got this. No problem. They're just rats." And then they go downstairs, and all 4 of them die.
Dang.
And then the DM hands them more character sheets. Other villagers. So they go down. Some of them even have weapons. They all 4 die.
Wow.
That's would never. They are
He repeats this
competitive.
for all 30 villagers. All 30 villagers die to the rats.
I mean,
The
honestly,
next session, the players and their actual characters come across a village that is completely empty, except for the fact that there is a pile of bodies in the tavern's basement.
Yes.
Moral of the story. Don't complain, because the DM can make it way worse.
True.
I mean, honestly, that does sound pretty interesting. Like, I know it was a joke, but that does sound interesting conceptually for a D&D campaign.
Proof
don't know
point,
how
you
you-
know, it's like people could complain about the fact that they're fighting rats, and then you're like, yeah, but look what happens to the guys who don't actually train to do this.
But like a low stakes, like a very low stakes sort of kind of deal for a campaign, I think, could actually be pretty interesting if you balance it right. Though obviously you'd have to make a lot of changes. But
I remember somebody did a one shot that was called "Oops, All Kobolds," and everybody was just a kobold from like some random mountain clan, and hijinks ensued. I don't even know what the plot was because it was so crazy. They were just all over the place.
Mass.
But
I was gonna say mass collecting.
anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap it up, and I will see you all in, for now, just 2 weeks, right, Taisel, until we figure that all out. So
Yeah, for now we can do that. I think that if they are going to put me in work at that point, I will probably be able to be done before. It just may eat up my actual stream. I'll have to see what I can finagle.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But you all
Thank
have
you for the game, Dan.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful night.
Yeah, thank you.
I was gonna
Might have to make
say
you
real
more work.
quickly before you do our goodbyes, that sort of rat story is really funny because it's kind of a reference to just like this huge disparity in D&D. Level 1 in D&D sucks a lot. You die to a cat. So
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I remember playing a big buff fighter, and I got taken down by a little goblin, and I felt so defeated.
campaign I'm
Just
playing
felt
with
deflated.
in a short campaign I'm playing with Jared, Jared, Rick, Lovon, and someone else. We're level 1 in like a house, and okay, so there was a ghost, and like I'm a level 1 warlock, so then the ghost uses life drain on me, and Jared's like DMing, and he said, okay, you are dead without any death rolls, and I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, because the life drain was so powerful that it reduced all your hit points, and because life drain has like a temporary hit point reduction, but like the hit point reduction was so that my normal hit points would have been below 0. And I'm like, okay, that's stupid. And Jared's he was like, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe, okay, yeah.
level 1 sucks.
Level 1 sucks. That's
Pathfinder
the
2
moral
level
of the
1's better.
All right.
All
Have a
right.
good night, everyone.
Good night.
Well, try and have a good night if you don't have nightmares or
Right.
anything.
Good night.
Bye.
Have
Good
a
night.
night. Bye. The music goes, and we find somebody to raid. Well, a lot more tame, if I could say that, of a session. Not sure if tame would be the best way to put it, but it could have been worse. Anyway, let's see who we should raid. Like multitasking on my phone, and just to find who to raid, because I don't want to accidentally pop it up on the Roll20 window there. Why is my other browser suck? We are going to trying to find somebody I haven't rated yet. T-Pain, oh my god. Definitely not, but I don't think we've rated. This is gonna be an interesting concept. Let's see if this one's worth it. This might be a more mature stream, and in general, my audience is mature. Let's not do that one. I was hoping to raid somebody, but they are playing a generally mature 18+ game. And but ironically, they have the same anniversary. I like the title of the game. we're gonna raid them, and we're going to, yeah, go for it. Here we go. Our message is gonna be, it's your anniversary. It's your affiliate anniversary too. And putting the Dirk Pogs in there. And yeah, let's see, Biff the Moose. But yeah, if at least the scene that I'm looking at right now is pretty, like, I don't know, mature to say the least. So if that's not your thing, maturely romantic stuff, then yeah, I'd recommend logging off now. Otherwise, feel free to join me on this raid. But let's do it. We're gonna raid on into Biff the Moose. Use whatever emotes you like. And yeah, just make sure to paste the message. Anyway, folks, thank you all for coming. I know these streams are not really interactive with the chat as much, but I really appreciate you all coming in, having your comments. I read them, even if I don't say anything, it's just nice to see. But as always, thank you all for letting me entertain you. Until next time, get ready for it. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Take care, folks.